It's called the hexagram. It's the most powerful symbol in demonic worship. And keep in mind, people, these Illuminati masters and Freemason supreme commanders, they're all Satanists. I got news for you. The reason history repeats itself is because throughout the ages, all the leaders of men are related, and they're all Satan worshipers.
Explain, if you can, Josh. This is hypothetical, but one of their meetings, when they get together, what do they do?
What do they do? Well, let me first say that they're rich, okay? They're the most powerful, richest people on the planet. And, you know, once you get your first billion, you don't really need to do much but have fun.
But they're bored, aren't they?
Oh, they're bored out of their minds. Once you get your first billion, every billionaire will tell you, the money works for you, you can't spend enough to go bankrupt. But in their free time, you know what they're doing? They're conspiring. And they're conspiring tough. And they get together at these places called the Bohemian Grove.
Mm-hmm.
They get together at these places called the Bilderberg Group. They get together in Freemason temples. And they conspire, George. And back in 1871, the most powerful 33rd Freemasons in the world got together, and they wrote how they're going to do it. In 1871, they wrote, "We will bring in the global government by Freemasonry controlled by the nations together. We will do the following." Now, keep in mind, this was in the British Museum Library in London. Recently, in the past 10 years, it got taken off because it was too revealing to the public. This is what they said. Keep in mind, this is 1871. World War I. We will overthrow the Romanov bloodline of the Tsars in Russia. This is called the Bolshevik Revolution. The protectors of orthodoxy, and bring about an atheistic communist state in Europe. World War II. To bring a conflict between Germany and Great Britain. To strengthen communism in Europe as an antithesis to the Judeo-Christian culture, and bring about a Zionist state in Palestine named Israel under the protection of Great Britain. And I tell you, George, after the first two, I'd say we are right on track. World War III. This is how they're going to cap it.
All right, yeah, give us your thoughts on that.
World War III. This is not my thoughts. This is what they wrote, George, in 1871. A Middle Eastern war involving Israel and the Islamic nations spreading internationally to bring about a one-world government through the horrific tragedy of massive human sacrifice. Now, keep in mind, people,
and did you say
why do you think every nation has the exact same symbols on their uniform as every nation has in the United Nations? Because a life taken at a chosen time, place, and way of life taken, it becomes a sacrifice. Haven't you heard these kings in the past say, "I sacrifice my soldiers, I will sacrifice half my army to win this battle"?
That's right.
That's what they're doing. They are sacrificing our soldiers to a cause of a global government. This is not about freedom in the Middle East. This is not about democracy. This is all about setting up the proper agenda to bring about the global government so we, the people, the 99% think